How important is communication in success of any individual, and what are the key areas to prepare for corporate communication?
This is actually one of the most toughest questions and most underestimated part, or overlooked part by any student. Let me tell you one thing: communication, I believe, is one of the crucial factors, or one of the sole factors which can make a person successful or not successful. Let's understand. Supposing if you're talking to somebody and the person generally tends to get too angry with you or too angry with everybody, too violent, would anybody like to communicate with that person? Of course not. Assuming somebody is there who is only laughing, never wants to be serious. Again, would somebody like to discuss anything serious with him? The person would like to go to that person only for a time pass, right? So, it is very important to understand our body language and our communication, because I believe body language is as important as communication. Supposing I were to do like this, continuously like this, you would start laughing at me, So, it's not something like just the communication, but all the, I can keep on doing a lot of these things, but this thing doesn't only makes somebody feel it's important. But it's not very important to shake your hands, heads, scratch your nose, scratch your ears while communicating. It's important how you are able to speak. So the focus should be on what we want to communicate, number one. Number two, while communicating, especially in the corporate communication, what we call it as EQ, that is the emotional quotient, is very, very important. Let's understand a particular person who is the owner of the company, because everywhere the communication starts from the owner of something, right? So the owner of the company is always wanting to ensure that the projects are on time, there is no losses, and hence the person seems to be very stern and very, very unfriendly. But let's understand, assuming there is no owner, now this is a large corporation where everybody is a small stakeholder in terms of, may not be even shareholding, stakeholder in terms of, you are just a corporate manager or whatever it is. Unless and until people deliver, you can't be successful. Okay. So, most of the corporate communication moves around deliverables. So assuming I did not deliver something, and now what my boss does, my boss gets very upset with me. He says, "You useless, you scoundrel, you rascal, you non-responsible person." So put so many words. Now please understand, when a person is angry, the person is not going to be talking too much of a sense. Okay? There's going to be some issue or the other where the person is going to wanting to hurt you. Okay? So please understand, when somebody is angry, understand why the person is angry. Is the person angry with you for the sake of being angry, or is trying to drive some message? Try to understand the message. If you are able to understand the message, it will improve you. Okay? The same way, when you are trying to drive a message to somebody else, try and understand how would you like the message to be driven to you. There will be very, very serious message you want to drive. So unless and until you are going to be serious and you are going to tell them what it means, make people aware. More you make people aware of something while communicating, you are going to be successful. So the basic crux of success is communication, but importance is what I will call it as aware communication. What I mean by aware communication, very strange words, where you are going to drive home the awareness, where you are going to be aware yourself, and hence be focused with respect to what you want to deliver and get that thing achieved. That's all.